Asset Recovery Committee don't release the names of the people where they with government motto for the states. For the press briefing where they do for Benin City, the secretary for the committee, Sonny Ekbesi, can call out the names of the people, the numbers of the motto, plus the type of the motto. Among the people now Mr. John Inegbedion, Isoke Omo, Aswengo Dalo, Usarajon Oge, amongst others.
Good afternoon, gentlemen of the press. I remain Honorable Sonny Ekbesi. I'm the secretary of this committee, by the special grace of God. And just as my chairman has directed, I'm going to read out the names of those people who are still with government vehicle. The number one on the list here is one Mr. John Inegbedion. Then the number two is Festus Osaibovo. Number three, Crusoe Osaigi. Two Hilos, Pajero, and a Corolla. Three car altogether.
That's for the first two you mentioned. You didn't mention.
Okay, the Inegbedion has about 5 cars in his possession. A Hilos, 3 Pajero, and 1 bus. The Festus Osaibovo has 3 cars. Former Liaison officer has 3 cars in his possession, brand new Hiloses. Then we have Crusoe Osaigi, 2 Hilos, a Pajero, and 1 Corolla. Then Gabriel Obaseki. Gabriel Obaseki has 2 Prado Jeep, 1 Hilos, and a government bus, 14 seaters. We have one Honorable Eri Dogu, former procurement officer, a notorious man who has over 11 cars in his possession, 11 good cars. He has 6 switch off his 2 phone numbers. 6 we contacted him. And we have one Isoke Omo. Isoke Omo has about 5 cars in our possession, 3 Hiloses, brand new one, 1 Pajero, and a 40-seater bus. Then we have one Inahoro Ojefo, former commissioner of energy and mining, who has about 2 brand new Hilos in his possession and a Pajero, brand new one. Then we have the almighty Aswa Igodaro here, the Seth Igodaro indeed, the PDP gubernatorial candidate of the just concluded election. He has over 21 cars in his possession. 21 cars. We have the videos of those cars. He was using during the campaign. Immediately after he was defeated, he transported those cars to Lagos. Then we have another Chief Tomuloko here, who has about he has about 2 cars in his possession, a Toyota Camry and Tokubo Saloon. Then a Toyota Land Cruiser Jeep. He has all these 4 cars in his possession. Then we have another Dr. Joan Osa Oviawe, a Toyota Hilos, Pajero, and a Kia vehicle. Possession, I don't know. Commissioner for Education. Okay, that's very good. He's highly educated indeed. And we have one Mrs. Okinebo Diary. Mrs. Okinebo Diary has up to about 4 cars in her possession. Then we have another Honorable Osaibovo Iyoha,
as the former chief of staff.
The notorious chief of staff, who we're also looking for a murder. You know, he's involved in a murder case of one of our police officers. May so rest in perfect peace. He has about 7 vehicles in his possession. I think they recovered
2 already.
Just 2 already, so remaining 5. Then we have another Mr. Water Obaseki. The Obaseki family did great people.
That's the former PA to...
The former PA to Osaibobo, who has about 4 cars in his custody. Can imagine a PA to Chief of Staff. Now, we have another Pedro Obaseki. I think we all know the Pedro guy who like making noise in the media. He has up to about 3 vehicles in his custody. 1 Hilux, brand new one, a Pajero Jeep, and a Land Cruiser. The Pedro Baseki, you all know, the media guys. Then we have another Mr. Paul Ahilome.
That's it.
This is the PA
To the former
chief of staff, who is in possession of government vehicle numbering about 4. 2 Hilux, 1 40-seater bus, and 1 Pajero. Then the number 16 here is Miss Stephanie Wosu. Miss Stephanie Wosu has up to about 4 vehicles in her possession. Miss 2 brand new Hilux, a Pajero Jeep, and a brand new Toyota Corolla 2015 model. Then we have 1 Austin V boot. Austin V boot has Edo State government cards in his possession, normally about 4. 2 brand new Hiluxes, 1 Pajero Jeep, and a Toyota Land Cruiser. We have the engine numbers and every other detail here, which we are not going to reveal to the general public, because these are the documents we use whenever we catch them like criminals. So over to my...
For a part, the chairman of the Asset Recovery Committee, Kelly Okungbawa, aka Boston, appeal to the people where they mention their names to return the vehicles within 72 hours to the government. He still adds say the motor where they don't recover, Governor Pavolo don't direct them, make them return them to the agencies where they belong, and they don't return the vehicles as directed. He still say they recover 12 of a Line motor.
Okay. Thank you very much. You've heard from my secretary. He has given all the details, and we want to use this medium to appeal to those people that their name have been mentioned to please return those vehicles back to the authority, because this vehicle in question is not my property, it's not my vehicle, it's the property of the state government and for the Edo people. And we all know the cost of buying a vehicle. To buy a brand new Hilux is cost you more than 120 something million. And where do they expect the governor to get that kind of money to purchase another vehicles? And we want to appeal to them, especially the candidate of the PDP, Barrister Aswen Ihodalo and his running mate. And it is good for us to also advise them as a father, as a leader in the state, that they should do the right thing by returning those vehicles. Those vehicles belongs to the government. And it may interest you to know that those vehicles that we have recovered, the governor have directed that we should allocate those vehicles back to the agencies that owns the vehicle, and we have done that. And this morning, last 2 weeks, Mr. Governor went to Edo Line, and I remember during the time of his electoral campaign that he did said that he's going to revamp Edo Line, and he has kept his promise by visiting Edo Line. And when we got there was no vehicle, and we got some information that most of those vehicles were taken from Edo Line, they sold it out. And this morning we got information, and we went to a place called Uwelo's Papers. We were able to discover about 12 vehicles there. 6 are movable, 6 are not movable. We have the video here. We'll send it to the journalists so that they can also help us to hear the video. So while we are appealing, the government will also take a decision on its own. But we are doing it because in anything that you are doing in life, you have to wear a human face. We are not here to wish on anybody. We are not here to do anything evil to anybody. We are only doing our job the way we're supposed to do according to the law. We are appealing to them. It's not that we don't know where those vehicles, they kept some of them. They took some to Lagos. We have tracked Abuja, Abeokuta. We have tracked most of those vehicles. But we want to follow the due process. That is why we are addressing the press again to send a message to them that we are giving them another 72 hours for them to do the needful. If they fail to do it, then we will not know what to do. Thank you very much.
Joyce Alohan for Balan TV.